I decided to wait anyway. As you can tell, I'm in a good mood tonight. Everything is going great. It is your time. It is Success Valentus time. So, hey, tonight you're going to hear about some amazing things that are happening. And, you're going to hear about a company that has just blown the doors off of the volume. And what I'm going to do over the course of the next 2.5 hours is show you how you can start a global business from your home and create a 5, 6, 7-figure residual income over the next 3 to 5 years, if you're willing to put in a little bit of effort. So if that's of interest to you, then stick around. That's going to be awesome. So just buckle up. Let's have a good time. Here's a little information about me. I've been in the network marketing industry for 3 decades. Made over $15 million. I think it's well over 15 million now. Built huge organizations all over the globe. Done about, thousands and thousands of meetings like this all over the world. And I was kind of, putting it up. I was kind of semi-retired. I didn't need any money, luckily. And I was consulting for a couple of companies, but I was flying around the world. I found myself getting fatter and fatter, or my clothes were shrinking. I didn't really figure out what. But, that was last spring. So I'll tell you all about that story as we get going. But before we get going, let's talk about you. I put this up here just as just for kind of some self-reflection. These are what I've found are some of the characteristics. And then I also just kind of, put in a few questions that I wanted to ask. And that is, here's one of the characteristics. Are you a self-starter? These are the things that I've discovered over the last 3 decades that tend to make you better in this industry if you have these traits, right? Do you consider yourself an entrepreneur, or are you, a worker, a worker for somebody else? Do you think you're worth more than you currently earn? I always did. I've always thought that. So are you teachable, coachable? Have you got an ego that can be controlled? Some people don't. So I was not teachable. I wasn't coachable. It's a good question. How much money would you like to earn? Just go ahead and throw out a number. Just keep it in your mind, because whatever that number is, it's possible. You enjoy helping people, right? You like to travel. I traveled 6 million miles the last 30 years. And what are you willing to sacrifice to get where you want to go, right? Great question, because there are sacrifices to be made. Success doesn't come easy. There are certain sacrifices. So like Les Brown says, hey, too many of us are not living our dreams because we're living our fears. So I can appreciate exactly what Les is saying. So it's a question. Are you living your dream? Are you living in your dream house, driving your dream cars, going on your dream vacations, doing everything that you ever thought you would like to do, right? Would you like things to be different than they are right now? And the other question is, what's holding you back? Is it time? Is it money? Is it fear? Is it all the above, right? Or are there some other challenges, right? Want your life to change? Then, you have got to change. There's just there's no two ways about it, right? You've got to step out of your comfort zone. And if there are people like myself and John Horenza and Rick Geralds, and the list goes on and on and on, that can do it, I know you can do it. I mean, you're obviously more talented than all of us. So nothing would make me happier than to see you living your dream. I mean, that is the ultimate for me. So talking about dreams, I'm going to introduce you to a guy by the name of Les Brown. He talks about something that I think you'll get a kick out of, and it's all about cultivating your dreams. So let's let Les do his thing, and then I'll get back to you.
In the Far East, they have something that's called the Chinese bamboo tree. The Chinese bamboo tree takes 5 years to grow. They have to water and fertilize the ground where it is every day. And it doesn't break through the ground until the 5th year. But once it breaks through the ground, within 5 weeks, it grows 90 feet tall. Now the question is, does it grow 90 feet tall in 5 weeks or 5 years? The answer is obvious. It grows 90 feet tall in 5 years, because at any time had that person stopped watering and nurturing and fertilizing that dream, that bamboo tree would have died in the ground. And I can see people coming out talking to a guy out there watering and fertilizing the ground that's not showing anything. Hey, what you doing? You've been out here a long time, man. And the conversation in the neighborhood is, you growing a Chinese bamboo tree, is that right? Yeah, that's right. Well, even Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can see ain't nothing showing. So how long you been working on this? How long have you been working on your dreams? And you have nothing to show. This is all you got to show. People gonna do that to you. And some people, ladies and gentlemen, they stop because they don't see instant results. It doesn't happen quickly. They stop. Oh, no. You got to keep on watering your dream. That is not going to happen as quickly as you want it to happen. A lot of things are going to happen that will catch you off guard. And so therefore you've got to deal with and handle it as it comes. And not only that, but that faith and patience drives you into action. You've got to keep moving and keep plugging away. See, during those hard times, we didn't know how you're going to make payroll. During those times when you failed and things didn't work out, they were nowhere to be found. But you know what I discovered? When you're working at your dream, somebody said the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Oh, it's sweet to you. It's good to you. Why? See, when it's hard and there's a struggle, see, what you become in the process is more important than the dream. That's far more important. The kind of person you become, the character that you build, the courage that you develop, the faith that you're manifesting. Oh, it's something that you get up in the morning, you look yourself in the mirror, you're a different kind of person. You walk with a different kind of spirit. And people know that you know what life is, that you have embraced life. You know it was hard, but you did it hard.
You know, guys, when I made the decision in 1987 after going to a meeting to get involved in the network marketing industry, and I came home early that morning, actually, and explained it to my wife, right? She didn't see what I saw, and that was a little bit of a battle. And then over the course of the next 6 months to almost a year, I struggled with doing the right thing, and which I didn't. I failed miserably, I have to say. I should have quit. In fact, she told me to quit many times, but I kept begging for more and more time, only to, finally crack the code. And, so I know how difficult it is. And when I decided to join Valentus in June of 2018, I had those same thoughts. Can I do it? Can I do it again? Can I do it? Can I build it all over again? So anyway, I'll tell you more about that story later. That is Diamond Dell on Maui, standing in front of what? A grove of Chinese bamboo trees. And they did, flourish. So, hey, this, I hope, is not your life. This is a life of a lot of people. And, if it is, then, you need to pay close attention because there is another way. Maybe you're working that 40 hours a week, 50 weeks a year. Maybe you're working more than that, right? I know you're probably underpaid and overworked. Most people are. Most people do just enough work so that they don't get fired. Their boss pays them just enough so that they don't quit. It's kind of a mutual understanding. Most people work about 2,000 hours a year at a job that they don't like or that they hate. Very few people work at something that they absolutely love. You dread Mondays, right? Monday, you got to go back to that life-sucking job, and where you probably hate your boss and everybody else there. So, 2,000 hours a year times 40 years is 80,000 hours. That's kind of mind-boggling if you think about it. Maybe you're just beginning your journey. Maybe you're halfway through your journey. Maybe you've already completed your journey, but you have to continue working because you just don't have enough money, right? So 80,000 hours, your earnings are based 100% on your efforts for the most part. If you don't work, you don't get paid. So that's how most people are brought up. They go to school, they get a good job, and they start trading time for money. There's just not enough hours in the day, enough hours in the week, enough hours in the year for you to trade time for money. It's kind of nuts to be able to do that, quite frankly. So, like I said, there is a better way. You're never going to be wealthy working for somebody else. You've got to start your own business. There's just no two ways about that. You got to start your own business, and you have to learn how to use leverage, right? I built teams of hundreds of thousands of people all over the globe, and I did that because I taught them to do very simple things. Build a group of 10. Just build a group of 10. Just focus on building a group of 10. And, no time frame. You didn't have to build it in a month. You could take as long as you wanted to or as short as you wanted to. And some people could do it in 2 weeks, and some people could do it in a day. Some people, it took them a year. Some people never did it. But you build a group of 10 people and you show them how to build a group of 10 people. Now, pretty soon you got a small group. You got a group of 100 people. If those 100 people go out and work 20 hours a week, they just did what it would have taken you a year to do by yourself, and they did it in a week. So, that's the power of leverage. So leverage really is the solution to making all the money you want to make. The other component is residual income. Residual income is nothing more than, the sale of a product repeated, right? That's why consumable products work so great in network marketing, because people love a product, they continue to buy it over and over and over again. I found a product in Valentus that I love, in fact, several of them that I love, that I'll probably continue to buy forever. Why? Because they make me feel good, and they've produced results, right? Almost instantaneous results. And my good friend Art Jonak, put this little thing together. If you understood residual income, you'd walk through a brick wall to get it. Absolutely, positively the truth. I've had this love-hate relationship with network marketing now for 30 years. I've sworn it off, but there's just nothing better than residual income. Getting paid whether you go to work or not. And I've experienced that for years at a time. And I have to tell you, it's a sweet thing. So, here's just a few things, a little collage of things, right? I love it. If you don't want the next 10 years to be like the last 10 years, you've got to do something different. That's a good one, right? Don't want the last 10 years, you got to do something different. If somebody offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure what to do with it, just say yes and learn how to do it later. The learning part is easy, right? Excuses. If you haven't achieved your dreams, it's your fault. Nobody else to blame. You can go ahead and do that, but quite frankly, nobody cares, and it really is up to you. So here's the one I love. A year from now, you're going to wish that you'd have started today. I know. I've been there, right? So I've heard people say that. I've heard my friends say that. Oh, if you would have only twisted my arm a little harder, I would have joined you back then. Now I got to join you now, and I've lost all of that time. I'm telling everybody right now, don't wait. And so, guys, in May of 2018, I got a call from Dave Jordan, his smiling face right there. Dave and I have known each other for about 8 years. We were in a company together. That company was in the process of being shut down, or the owner was shutting it down. Dave and I were sitting in the CEO's office when he broke the news to us. And Dave said, you know what? I've had it. I've just had it. I'm going to go start my own company. I kind of looked over at him, I smiled, and I said, Dave, I think that's a great idea. So he did. I watched him. I saw him 2014. He started along and, moving along, getting everything started. Well, I know the fatality rate of startup companies, and I didn't join them. Other people did. And, but when it happened in May of 2018, I got a call from Dave about this incredible, near miraculous weight loss product disguised as coffee. Then, I had to pay attention, right? I paid attention to the point of listening to a call, listening to the testimonials, ordering some product, and then starting to drink that product every day, 2 cups of coffee every morning, just like I normally do and have been doing forever. I lost 9 pounds the first week. I lost 18 pounds the first month. Then I jumped on an airplane and flew to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, went into this door right here and said, Dave, I'm here. We need to talk. Because I had found a product that works almost instantly, instant gratification, worked on almost everybody, and everybody was getting the same results I was getting. So that, my friends, was something that I had never seen in this industry. So I did 2 days with Dave, looked at everything. The company was right at 4 years old then. They just turned 5, July the 20th. And, you know, it's been even better than I imagined it was going to be. And Dave has just done a phenomenal job at putting things together. So my hat's off to you, buddy. Our first global office, you know, we've got a global seamless compensation plan. If you don't know what that means that you can refer people anywhere in the globe. So, you know, people ask me all the time, well, how about Colombia? Yes, if it's on the globe, we can refer people there and we can ship product there. So, you know, we ship products globally. And, you know, I guess the biggest part of the reason why I joined is kind of in the next 2 slides. Yes, the products are awesome. Yes, Dave is a miraculous human being. But here's the first part. May to 2018 to May to 2019, the company grew 900%, right? It had a 10x growth. That's phenomenal, right? For a company just to keep up with that growth and ship products and keep inventory and all of that, that's a challenge, right? And grow the way that we've been growing around the world is just absolutely phenomenal. I'd like to say that I was the reason because all of that. And if you want to believe that, that's go ahead and believe that. But I had a little bit to do with it. So why is Valentus exploding? You know, they address 2 major problems. Average person doesn't make enough money. Problem number 1, right? Everybody knows that everybody doesn't make enough money. Here's why. The average person only makes $35,000 a year, not a month, $35,000 a year. And most people only earn about $1.4 million in their lifetime. Baby boomers are all retiring. Guess what? They don't have any money. You know, half of them have less than 10 grand. So they're going to continue to work, you know, well past 65, 75, 80, 85. And so have to. American household debt, I mean, just keeps blowing up, right? So the other problem they addressed was overweight, obesity. You know, people need to lose weight. And we know of all the complications of being overweight. I was one of those people. I never thought that I was ever going to be overweight. I was 215. You know, I was 215 because there's no gyms on an airplane. When Dave contacted me about this weight loss coffee, I thought, well, that's an interesting combination, right? Weight loss and coffee. Everybody drinks coffee. Everybody knows what coffee is. You don't have to educate them as to how to drink it or what it is. You don't have to be a scientist or anything else. And everybody needs to lose weight. Everybody would like to lose at least 5 pounds. You know, in my case, I needed to lose 40. So I found other people that needed to lose more. So, but I thought, what a great combination. You know, look at the industry, over $170 billion industry, and, you know, it's colliding together. So what I saw was dollar signs. I saw this huge flashing, you know, dollar signs. And folks, this is the reason that I really joined Valentus. It was because of the right place, right company, right product at the right time. Every company goes through various growth curves, right? In the network marketing industry, they talk about, you know, the formulation or the startup phase. They talk about the concentration phase. They talk about the beginning of momentum. Now, momentum doesn't happen to all companies. It happens because of 2 components. Those 2 components are product results and income stories. product results and income stories. When those two stories start to mesh and people start to hear about the product testimonials and the product results, then people get excited. When they start to hear about people making money, people get excited, and it attracts more and more and more people. So, momentum kind of starts at that $3-4 million a month, and that critical mass could be 10-12 million. But at some point in time, right in that framework, this thing goes vertical. I was in a company, May of 1993, I had 50 distributors. May of 1994, I had 75,000 distributors. My organization did that month $6.5 million. I went on to make millions with that company, but my group did over $20 million a month in sales. And I was getting a little fraction of, a little piece off of all those sales off of 400,000 people. So, here's where we're at, guys. We're at about 7 million or so, thereabouts, 7.1, 7.2, 7.3. And so we don't have much further to go. I say by, early first quarter of 2020, we're going to be in this hyper growth situation. And Dave and staff are getting ready for that growth. They're preparing right now and have been preparing for that growth for a long time, working on inventory systems and a new building, 125,000 square feet, and the list goes on, hiring and training and so on and so forth, all the things behind the scenes. So, it really is awesome. I mean, the future looks absolutely phenomenal. And that's why I decided to do what I did, because I didn't want to miss the wave. I've been there 3 times before. I knew exactly what to look for. And I could see that Valentus was on the cusp of this gigantic growth curve. And if I would have set it out, if I would have not joined, I'd been kicking myself about right now. So, it's no longer an if this is going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen with or without you, with or without me. And so when I came to that realization, that was my motivation to get started. Hundreds of millionaires are going to be created. I can say that without even any hesitation. 2019, if we wind up at 50 million, that'll be a 233% growth. Pretty phenomenal growth, right? 2020, if we get to 400 million, which I think we can, that's a 700% growth. That's when right now is when you want to start and get going, so you have as big a team as possible to carry you into that major momentum. 2021, 100% growth. Will grow from 400 to 800 million. Again, still massive growth. 2022, that's what I'm saying. Getting to $1 billion with a product like this, with a company like this, with a compensation plan like this is rather easy, when you catch the company at the right time. Over a 4-year growth, 1,900%. I mean, that's amazing, amazing growth. So, our products, yes, we have products, but our products are really people. I mean, when it all boils down to it, our product is happy people making money, having fun, doing what they like to do with other like-minded people, whether they're in Kenya or in Nigeria or in Micronesia or in Maui or in Texas or in North Carolina or in Canada or in South America. Doesn't matter, right? I mean, they're all over the globe. And our product line is about 20 products thereabouts. I want you to go to valentusproducts.com and you can read all about them. Fabulous, incredible products. I take a slew of them. I take these, I take this one, I take the trim product, I take the immune product, I take the detox product, I take this product. I love the cocoa. I can't believe you can lose weight with a cocoa. People say, well, I don't drink coffee. That's all right. We're coming out with a cocoa just like the coffee that'll just kill your appetite. So let me let you listen to a few people talk about their experience.
Hi, this is Scott. I live in Tacoma, Washington. Weight loss coffee? That's right. People all over the world are getting super excited about the results they're having, and it all started with the 6-day experience sample pack.
I've been on it 35 days, and I'm down 21 pounds.
Just me, myself, I've lost 5 pounds in less than a week. People across the board are having results.
There is nobody who isn't getting amazing results. I've lost 10 pounds in 12 days.
I'm down 28 pounds now. I made like $3,500 my first month in the business.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm down 11 pounds in 10 days.
I have now lost 36 pounds and 5 inches. In 90 days, I have made just over $10,000.
Started drinking 1 cup of Optimum the week of Thanksgiving, and over the holidays to date, I have lost 12 pounds and I have made $5,400 in this awesome company.
So incredibly excited. I got to tell you, I lost 7.5 pounds in 14 days. The laser focus that it has given me is just, it's been incredible.
Wow, that was amazing. Coffee with benefits cheaper than Starbucks. $20 to your front door lets you experience the focus, the energy, and overall mood enhancement of Slim Roast Optimum. To find out more,
You know, guys, I have seen people, I used to think that this was, a phenomena until everybody that I gave the coffee to got the same results. I mean, I gave it to a friend of mine in California. He was 285. He's lost 60 pounds. A friend of mine in South Carolina, 57 pounds. He was diabetic for 15 years on 5 different medications. His doctor took him off of all of his meds. And he said, Ken, you no longer have diabetes, right? The blood sugar had leveled out. I talked to a lady today, she said, listen to this. She was on a cruise for 10 days and drinking the coffee every morning. She lost 19 pounds on a cruise. Now, there's nobody, I've been on 30 or 40 cruises, and each cruise I gained 10 or 12 pounds. I had to work it off, but that's just typical. She lost 19 pounds. So she's, just ecstatic about the coffee. That story is just repeated and repeated and repeated and repeated. We've got a website called FB Testimonials for Facebook, fbtestimonials.info. You can go to that website and get and read all kinds of testimonials and look at all kinds of pictures, just all kinds of things up there. So let me show you how the coffee works. It doesn't amp you up, doesn't rev you up, it doesn't give you the jitters, doesn't increase your heart rate, all of those things. It works neurologically. Who thought that your mind controlled your weight loss, right? I didn't until I tried this amazing product. So let you listen to this.
Introducing another innovative product from Valentus. Slim Roast Optimum Dark Roast Coffee. A great tasting neurologic coffee for optimum performance. Slim Roast Optimum is your logical daily solution to weight management. It's weight management with a neurological purpose. What if your brain had the ability to block unhealthy cravings? It doesn't matter if you've failed in your weight loss efforts in the past. You can do it this time by crushing your cravings. Your appetite is controlled by your cravings, and these cravings are controlled by your brain. Slim Roast Optimum helps everyone make smarter choices by blocking unhealthy craving signals in the brain. This uniquely formulated neurologic system is a Valentus Slim Roast Optimum exclusive. These neurologic nutrients nourish and reset brain receptor sites responsible for alertness, memory, focus, feeling full, metabolic functions, emotional balance, crave and hunger triggers, and much more. For the first time, you'll be able to crush your cravings while increasing your energy. Your body will learn to metabolize fat into energy while helping it regulate blood sugar. Slim Roast Optimum makes it easy to maintain a good mood, stay focused, and keep you going. By drinking Slim Roast Optimum Dark Roast Coffee, you are in control. And the best part is, it tastes great. Sip some today.
So that's it. I mean, it's an amazing product. Like I said, almost instant results. I mean, I could tell in the first cup, I could tell something was happening because my energy level went up. I was doing all kinds of things. My focus was great. now I look forward to having my 2 cups of coffee every morning. My weight is down 40 pounds now. I've lost 7 inches from my waist. I actually have a waist now. I never thought I had one, but I do. And so, my question to you is, are you ready to get started? If you are, there's a more exciting life, right now. I mean, you can have that more exciting life. It's just really a matter of getting started, getting plugged in, and starting to do, what is necessary to do. So, and we're going to help you and teach you the whole way. Let's talk about getting started right. There's 3 different ways. There's actually 4, but I only talk about 3. There's 3 ways to get started: a good, a better, and a best. I talk about the best way. For $600, you can get started in a global business that has unlimited income potential. Unlimited income potential. Not, you could only make 100 grand or you can only make 250 grand. No, unlimited income potential, right? And so this product package here, you pay $20 to become a rep, and the rest of it is inventory, right? This is inventory, $575.95 plus shipping and handling. So that maximizes the payout in the compensation plan. So that's a good thing. And really the question is really this, if there was a chance that a $600 investment and 10, 12, 15 hours a week part-time effort over the next 3 to 5 years would and could produce a 6 or possibly 7-figure annual income, is that something you'd be interested in doing? Yeah, probably so. I mean, if somebody asked me that question, I would say, yeah, I can do that. I can find an extra, 10, 12 hours a week. I can cut a little here, cut a little there, and find time to do that and build it over time. And that's what Les Brown was talking about, just having the patience, right? Just having the patience to go through the cultivating and, the process of doing this over and over and over again until you reach that momentum, so where you don't have to do it, because you've got so many other leaders that are in there doing it. If you start at the Business Builder package, there's 7 ways to get paid. Less if you start at a lesser package. Fast start bonuses, $20 to $200. We get paid weekly. Tomorrow is Thursday, right? Yeah, it's Thursday. So it's the end of the week. Thursday, midnight Pacific time is the end of the week. That cuts off this week. And Friday starts a brand new week. Very important. I'll explain it in a little bit. Legacy coded bonus, $100 to infinity. I'll show you that. That's awesome. Dual team commissions. That means the volume that you create from 2 teams up to $100,000 a week. Yeah, and I didn't start her, right? 100 grand a week. Dual team matching bonuses up to 20%. Global bonus pool. And a car bonus, $400 to $3,000. Mine's paying for a new Land Rover, a Range Rover right now. So, hey, the company put together, these are the various ranks, right, and the qualifications to get to those ranks, which are very fair, by the way. The compensation plan pays out better than anything I've seen in a long, long time. I mean, it's very, very fair. 50% or more of every dollar collected is paid back to the field. So, you run through the ranks, you get started as a Ruby with the Business Builder package, and then you start working yourself up to Diamond. Diamond's at $3,000 to $6,000 a month. Not bad income, could be still part-time income. But then there's a decision that you'll probably make. You'll say, I'm going to get rid of that life-sucking job, and I'm just going to do Valentus full-time. Great decision. Double Diamond, 7,500 to 12,500. Triple Diamond, 15 to 30. I hit Triple Diamond in October, and I've been enjoying about a $10,000 a month, $10,000 a week income since then. So my buddy Rick, my sponsor, who, I've known Rick for 20 years, and, I asked him way back in probably January, February of 2018, I said, how's that Valentus thing going for you? He said, oh yeah, pretty good, man. He said, I've made $1.4 million in the last 4 years. And I said, really? Yeah, that's pretty good. That number was kind of relevant, because I already knew that most people in their lifetime don't make that kind of money, $1.4 million, or they make right at that, right? Rick made it in 4 years. I said, what's your biggest month? You know, and he said, well, we get paid weekly, and my weekly check's about $22,000 a week. I said, that's pretty good. You know, people can get by on that. Let me show you this model. This is probably more information that you need, but this little model that I created kind of shows what would happen if you sponsored 3 people, you enrolled 3 people, they bought a business builder package. And I'm not saying you stop at 3, I'm saying that these are 3, I'm encouraging people to sponsor and sponsor and sponsor, continue to sponsor until you find those diamonds in your organization. So, here's what happens. You got a left team and a right team. You put 2 on one side, 1 on the other, and that creates a cycle, right? You have 300 business volume, 2 on one side, 1 on the other. That creates a payment of $20. That can happen daily, every minute, every second, up to 5,000 cycles a week, which is $100,000. When these 2 people go out and get their 3, right? They got 6. These 2 come over here the next month and they purchase their ongoing loyalty purchase products that they are going to consume and use and so on and so forth. And it just continues like that, right? 3rd month, you got 27 people. The 4th month, you got 81 people. You're starting to cycle 40 times. You're getting $800. I'll talk about this legacy bonus here in a second. The 5th month, you got 243 people. This is in a perfect world, right? This is in a perfect world. If nobody quit, if there was no attrition, and everybody just did 3, who got 3, who got 3, who got 3. Pretty simple. 6th month, you've got 729 that just joined. Your 7th month, 2,187 people just joined your team, right? And you have 1,098 cycles. You made right at 22 grand. So that's a good month. That's a nice goal to get to in 7 months. But what's happened over here, every business builder package spins out a $100 legacy bonus every time. And that $100 is paid to somebody. It's either paid to you or it's paid to your sponsor. If this organization was built with your 1st, 2nd, and 3rd person that purchased a business builder package, your sponsor would receive all of those legacy bonuses. If this was built with your 4th, 5th, and 6th person that you personally sponsored that purchased a business builder package, then those legacy bonuses would be paid to you. So you make the decision. I say you is better than your sponsor, but who am I? So, hey guys, here's what's happened to me, right? I made a whole $724 my first week in the business. I worked very, very hard for that. Now, I got started on May the 20th, so I only had a few days, but I flash forward a year, right? My fast start commission, about the same. My binary, my dual team commission, 400 cycles times $20 is 8,000. It went up a little bit, right? And my matching bonus from the people that I help, and then my legacy bonus. So, like I've told people, I worked a lot harder for the 724 than I did the 11.2. So, I made right at $225,000 the first year. So it was a good start. But what I want to show you is some documentation from Business from Home magazine. I just believe in documentation beats conversation, right? It just takes out all the, doubt with everything. And this is a public magazine. They put and categorize the top 1,000 earners in the industry. And they've been doing it for a long, long time. John is number 19 out of all the people in the industry, right? And this income is a little low. But, $4 million a year. Now, John has been here for 5 years. So it's kind of like the Chinese bamboo tree, right? Are you willing to work at something and cultivate your dream for 5 years to get to this kind of income? If you are, then it's a possibility. And I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but it certainly is a possibility because somebody else has already done it. Rick has been here for 5 years with Valentus, and now the next 5 years are going to be the best 5 years. I mean, that's why I joined. Dr. Chi, again, he's at 65,000, and he's only been here the same length of time that I've been here, and he's leading the race. So I've got somebody to follow. And you see the other people. Karen's at 45, Jola is at 40, and folks, there's going to be hundreds of people put on this list as we move forward. So here's what's happened. 3,000 in June of 2018, 33,000 a year later. I had 1,000% growth. Why? Because the company grew by 900%. Rick was 9,000 in May of 2018, 128 grand in May of 2019, 1,322% growth. And why? Because he had a bigger network, right? He's got a bigger network than I do. So I guess here's the question. We've been on here a little over 30, 35 minutes, and I'm hoping that I gave you enough information to make an intelligent decision, because it really is a decision that has the ability and power to change your life. I mean, it changed my life. I've worked at home for the past 30 years, and we've had homes all over the globe. Where do you see yourself? Are you one of those A's, that A-type personality? I'm ready to get started. Just hand me the ball. I'm ready to go. Maybe you're a B. Maybe you've got some questions. We'll knock those out and you can get started. Maybe you're a C. Hey, I don't think this is for me. I don't think I'm cut out to do this kind of business. And hey, it's not made for everybody. There's just some people that it's just not made for. And the other one is, hey, I think I'll just be a customer. I'll order some product. I'll just take my time. And I always tell customers, and we've got thousands of customers, that they're going to want to probably become a distributor at some point in time, because they're going to have people asking them, how in the world did you lose all that weight? How in the world did you get that fat to melt off of you like that? And folks, it's all about having fun, making money, helping people. This is a buddy of mine, Marshall Silver. Marshall lives in Las Vegas most of the time, and his other beach house in Carlsbad, California. But he is the most successful hypnosis coaching coach in the world. I mean, he's played at all the venues in Las Vegas, a phenomenal guy. He does a turning point seminar about every month. The next ones are coming up on the East Coast in September, and then October and November on the West Coast. And what Marshall has agreed to do is, if you buy a business builder package, he's going to give you 2 tickets to Turning Point. Just come as his guest. As Marshall was the first diamond in my organization, he saw me posting some pictures, and he said, Chuck, how in the world are you getting the fat to melt off? He said, I need to do what you're doing. And I said, Marshall, I'll send you some coffee. He started drinking the coffee. The fat started melting off. And, one thing led to another. So I'm just, go to Silver, SYLVER, silver.com/TP, and learn all about Turning Point. I've been several times. It's phenomenal information. And this is a special gift for me, right? I'm going to give you a $500 travel savings voucher. If you buy a business builder package, just have your enroller, your sponsor, get in touch with me. I'll get you this code, but it'll give you $500, right? It'll give you a $500 discount. In fact, here's the proof of one of the new $500 vouchers. It's going to give you $500 off of what Expedia, Priceline, and all the rest of them charge. They charge retail. This company, because they're members only, can charge whatever they want to charge, and it's substantially less. So go to TravelSavingsDollars.com and take the test drive, right? Over 58 million members on their platform, 15-year-old company. Like any 5-year-old company, we've got all the things going on. We've got exciting, educational, inspiring corporate events. The next one is in September in Orlando. Got to be there. got to be there. If you want your business to take off and soar, you've got to be at that event. There's no other question. You've got to be there. So if you figure out how to do that, if you can be there as a diamond, then that's even better yet. I mean, get the recognition of being a diamond at the event. We've got great tools. We've got step-by-step training. We've got power. I mean, just all kinds of things. I'm going to give you some websites that you can go to. Tomorrow night is a very special call on Thursday night because it is Leapfrog Thursday, which means that the way that we build our system, and you can ask your enroller, your sponsor, about watching the Powerline movie. Just remember that. Say, hey, I want to watch the Powerline movie. But what happens is that we're building one team straight down, and those people that pre-enroll that don't lock in their position, if there's somebody underneath them that does lock in their position and midnight Thursday comes around, they leapfrog over all of them. So a person that could have been in your organization and you could have gotten paid on, all of a sudden, because you don't make a decision and you don't lock in your position, that person jumps over you, and no telling who that person was or what they might do or what they could have earned you. So it's a big decision. So lock in your position. Do it tonight. Yeah, lock in your position. Just do it. So here's a few websites I want to give you. IamTeamValentus.com. Great site. Go over there, watch John Arenza talk about the compensation plan, and then just go peruse that site. Lots of great information on there. They've just done a super job on that website. TravelSavingsDollars.com. Go take the test drive. Amazing rates. Compare it against any other online booking site, and you'll see what I'm talking about. FBTestimonials.info. That's our Facebook page. Again, thousands of testimonials. Over 35,000 people now are on that site. And then ValentusCalls.com. We've got everything kind of archived up there, all kinds of things to go look at. And if you have insomnia one night and you can't sleep, go search out my YouTube channel. We post everything. Just look for Rocky and myself, and we'll be up there and help you make it through the night. So, you know, like I said in the beginning, it's your time. You know, it's just a matter of just do it. Now the ball's in your court. So with that, God bless everybody. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with me here this evening. I'm going to shut off the recording, which I'll do right now. And again,